Hi guys, how's it going? This is Matt Tomato right here. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another Railroad Tycoon 3 fan-made map. So this map was made by Tycoon. I think that's how that's pronounced. I'm not entirely sure. But we are going to play on what is known as Manx, but to most people is known as the Isle of Man. That's right. Somebody made a map, or Tycoon made a map of the Isle of Man, which sounds kind of interesting to me. It's got its own language, parliament, and legal system, but it's only 30 miles long. Can you give it its own railway? Good question. Okay, so we are in 1870. Rather interestingly, we have a competitor, so that's going to be quite interesting actually to consider, because obviously the Isle of Man is pretty small, so we'll have to see exactly how this goes. It's relatively hilly from what I remember as well. So the Isle of Man lies in the Irish Sea, halfway between England and Ireland. It has its own Celtic language, Manx, and an independent democratic parliament and legal system. The population in 1950 was 50,000, and the island is a tax haven. Manx cats have no tails. Turning back the clock a bit, you are the entrepreneur trying to build a railway on the island starting in 1870. There is no question of a full-size system, so all your railways will be narrow gauge. You will stuck with a cranky selection of lightweight locomotive types. There is farm produce and a little iron, and that's it. Oh wow. So gold, company cash 10 million, 8 million for silver, and 6 million at the end of 1910. Okay. So we've got about 40 years. Company cash. So that's company cash as in bank. Okay, interesting. Right. But we do have a competitor, so we may want to consider buying him out for company cash should we get to that stage. So here we are then. Railways proposed for the Isle of Man at use of 3-minute 30-second gauge, I think was it reduced cost significantly, allow construction in a hilly Manx landscape. Of course, the Isle of Man is really, really hilly. So we'll have to see exactly what goes down here. So let's start by... Really? Is this all we can put in? We can't change our player investments. Okay, so we'll go outside investments. We will call ourselves Manx Cat Railways. Let's go for that. And something that maybe looks like the Three Legs of Man, if that even exists. This looks like, you know what, let's go with this one. It looks like the Laxey Wheel, if anybody knows about that, the Isle of Man. I've been in quite a few times. It's a lovely place. Honest to God, it's an amazing place. But yeah, it looks like the Laxey Wheel. So let's go and pick that one up. Okay, so, wow, there is not a lot kicking around here. That's to be said. But let's have a look at what actual industries we have. So one of the most profitable is obviously booze. There's a fair bit of that kicking around. For that you need grain though. And there's some farms up here, but that's about it. Okay. Said there was a little bit of iron kicking around, but there's actually nowhere to send it. Interesting. Any ability to build... No ability to build tool and die. Okay. So the iron is just sitting there doing nothing. However, steel mills. We can build steel mills. Okay, so there's no coal though. Oh my god. Right, so obviously there's no steel. Right, what about livestock? A little bit kicking around here and there. Produce. Loads of places that demand it, but not exactly many. Oh, there's a fair few up here. This northern end of the island looks better. We got grain up here and we got produce up here as well. What about logs? Okay, few bits of bobs of logs kicking around. So we got any lumber mills? We got a couple of lumber mills. Okay, and what about paper? Jesus Christ, not exactly anything amazing here. What about wool? There's loads of sinks, but not enough production. See, there's not exactly a lot screaming out at me here, so probably what we'll have to do is look at... See, there's Laxey, so that's where the Laxey Wheel is. Probably going to have to look at the possibility of maybe just going with passenger traffic. What's the terrain like here? A little bit hilly. Obviously, Douglas is the capital. What does the port provide? Absolutely bugger all. Okay. It's going to be mostly passenger traffic, so I think what we're going to look to do is connect. Green, Balacanal, Laxey. Yeah, I think what we're going to look to do, there's quite a few places here though, is go from Douglas and say maybe go along to Port Grudel and then Hilbury, because these are quite close together and this won't make profit. And then up to Baldwin, sort of towards Laxey, and go that way as one track, and then another track maybe coming out here along this way down to Santon and eventually down here to Castletown, and then from Castletown we could link up some of these places. Okay, Foxdale over here is pretty big. What about the north of the island? See, this is where a lot of the industry profits are actually had. So we could do some connections in and around here using some of these places. It's a lot flatter as well, looking... Oh, I say that. Yeah, it is. It's a lot flatter here. So this will be a little bit easier to start with. Whereas looking at Douglas is actually quite nasty. Yeah. There's a lot of like really nasty like hills here. Yeah, see, that's quite brutal. So in actual fact, even though Douglas is the capital, it may be better to start at the north. However, what about down here? Not too bad down here. Just looking at the terrain more than anything else. Not too bad down in Castletown. And just looking, yeah, see, that's quite nasty. So I think actually it might be better to start up in the north up here and haul some... You see, these towns aren't as big, but there's industries around. Start hauling things from one side of the island to the other, because there's a lot of like breweries and stuff over here that will accept a lot of the produce that's over this way. I think that's the way to go. It's also flat as well, so there's lots of industry and farmland up here. So I'm thinking about maybe going from, say, maybe Hydro. See, it's a bit far away. Quite tough on this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go east to west here. And I'll maybe go Hydro, Regaby, St. Jude's. Or possibly... see, these are a bit bigger. It's a bit of a hill as well, so... Oh, I was just wondering whether there was any good we could check out the locomotives. Jesus, your start is so crucial as well. It's really important. I think eventually we're going to look to do this along here. So we could do this. No. And that's pretty nasty as well. So it's like, so we could go along there, Ramsey up to here, but then it's coastal. You can just easily haul stuff over there. I think what we need is a rail that cuts across here. So from Balasala through these places to Hydro, and then from here we have an extension that goes north, Derby West up here, and then another extension that goes Regaby, Andreas, Bride. I think that's what we need to do. We need places that are sufficiently far away. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to go from Derby West to Dowin. That's what I've decided I'm going to do. Right, let's do it. So I could try and cover all of this, but I don't think I will. It's even a medium wouldn't quite cover all of that. So let's go with that. That'll do. That'll be fine. We'll do this, and then from Dowin we'll go down to, or maybe from Derby West we'll go down to Balasala and Sandygate. So from here then, we're going to look to maintenance and service tower. We're going to train. So we got the Fairley, which is pretty good for hills, but we've got the Crampton, so that's not too bad. So let's start hauling between those. Are you absolutely shitting me? Probably picked the worst start here. Right, anyway, obviously we can issue bonds at 13%. We could also issue stock, but I'm going to drop the dividend for the moment. So pretty much nothing. And then I think what we'll do is we'll cut across here like this. And connect those two up. And get a train between these two. Okay. Normal. We'll start off with that. And probably what we'll do is this train here will also send it to Balasala. Can we get a medium station to cover this? We can. So we could do that. So this train here, we do this and just stop between all of those three places. Obviously sending in two trains at the same time to the same place is not exactly ideal, but you're absolutely killing me. There was nothing here. Well, there was alcohol, but in fact it operates at a loss when you leave it out of there. Damn! Okay. Obviously then there's going to be potential... There's a bit of grain kicking around here. It might haul it to Balasala. Yeah, it's picked up the grain. It's not worth a lot. Balasala doesn't have a lot either. A bit of milk, but no. Damn, this is not exactly great. Go from Dowin to Bride. And then to Cranstall, and we can do that as a potential. And then Sandygate, Solby, St Jude's, or Sandygate, Solby, Door, and then Hydro. See, we could connect these smaller places, but they're too close to some of the other ones. So what we could do is we could run... Oh, the Stirling's available, lovely. So we could run through to Solby, St Jude's, Regaby, Door, and Hydro. But then we could do Hydro, Regaby, Solby, Sandygate, St Jude's, Door as trains like that, and then we could sort of keep the distance, and obviously you make money over distance. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we will connect all these places here on this way. So we go Sandygate, Solby, Door, Sandygate, St Jude's. So Sandygate's going to become a bit of a hub here. Sandygate, St Jude's. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, the Solby... Are you freaking kidding me? Well, that's actually not the end of the world in a certain way. Okay, Solby could become a bit of a hub. We could easily just use this guy's station. Like that. Solby to Sandygate. And I think initially we could just set up a train. Stirling... Oh, the Stirling's actually a bit cheaper. It's a bit cheaper because of what we got from the cheap investment. Okay, yes, there's plenty of stuff here. So from Solby, we can then move out to Regaby. Or from St Jude's, we could go to Regaby, and then we could think about trying to take over this track later on. Obviously, that limits their expansion as well. So immediately I'm going to build that. So we can have another train that goes St Jude's, Regaby, Hydro. And we could have a stop by a Door on the way, and we could go Door, Solby. See, that's actually using quite a bit of their track. So we kind of need to peel off as quickly as possible here. And a farm just pulled up, so it's a new fruit orchard. Okay. That will likely make money, actually. Okay, 11% now. That fruit orchard actually will make quite a bit of money. Could be worth purchasing that. It's kind of in the way, though. Yes, pick that up. That will make money. So trains, how are we looking? Okay, so there's a bit more cargo kicking around now. I think we're going to be relying relatively heavily on the passengers. So that's not exactly going to be the most ideal scenario, but... Oh, stock split 2 for 1. Nice. Okay, so we could potentially buy some on margin. Let's buy some on margin. Train 3 has arrived, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're picking stuff up, which is quite good. Yeah, Sandygate's going to become a little bit of a hub, so we'll probably build hotels and stuff there. Wow, do you see the wonkiness of that exchange there? I think they've just got the one train running over here. Oh, he's actually... Look at this. The AI is running a train on my track, which is beautiful. Honest to God, that's beautiful. Let's go across here to Regaby. So we'll do that. Growing prosperity. Okay. We don't actually have maintenance and service tower here. Really, look at that. We will probably need maintenance here as well, because this train will quickly run out of stuff. Right, let's build that. And let's go down to Hydro. Actually, would a full station would cover the majority of this? It's probably going to be better, actually, to just connect both of those places. But I don't think we're getting as much efficiency by doing that. So no, let's not do that. Let's go around this building here. Like that. I'll get a maintenance... So I'm thinking going Laser Door St. Jude's or something like that. Get some of these things here. But let's get a train that runs between these three. We'll go with the Sterling, obviously. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of passengers kicking around. And then from St. Jude's over here, we could drop this track into Door like that, basically. And then across to Lazer and Glenolden, that's it. We could potentially make a large station that covers the majority of this. No, not really. So, and cross to Ramsey would be really, really good. So, increase that dividend a little bit there. Look to try and. So your share price isn't really rising, whereas ours is going through the roof. So let's go Door. Connect. Did that connect? I hope so. Like that. And then over the river to Lazer. It's only a lumber mill. I'd rather capture the houses. And get a train running between those. I'll get another service tower along here, though. There's already a maintenance down that way. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go Lazer, St. Jude's, Door, St. Jude's. I don't think I'll go direct between these two, because these two are way too close together. Just too close together to warrant anything in particular. Stock market. Yeah, our shares are about to split 2 for 1 again, which is great. Right, so I'll go Lazer, St. Jude's, Door, St. Jude's, like that. 4 cars, there we go. And again, St. Jude's will become a little bit of a hub, so we could build some hotels and stuff there as well. And because we have competition for traffic here, I think we're going to build that now. This is going to be competing traffic here with the AI, so we can make some money off of his passengers, which could be rather good. 3 for 1. Forget about 2 for 1. Bloody hell. Excellent. So everything is a bit cheaper on this map because obviously you're struggling with difficulty with hills and all sorts. But these little things are going to make money for us rather nicely here. Let's build the hotel over there. And the restaurant there. I'd kind of like to leave room to upgrade. Not enough room. No, okay. Bit of a shame. Yeah, get these buildings going here. And then from Hydro we could go to Ramsey. So we do something like that. And where the heck am I going to get the station? Right, hang on a minute. Before we do that... Get out of here. A bit expensive, but we can. Yeah, 138 to get across there. We can actually get out of there. Brilliant. Okay. $113 to cross there. 33 to connect those two up. Okay. There we go, like that. And then, so Ramsey. We run a train from Ramsey to St Jude's direct. Or we could just bring traffic from Ramsey to Hydro. Or we could cross over up here. It's actually pretty nasty, but we could do... Yeah, see, it won't actually allow me to bridge there. No, it's not allowing me to bridge here. Okay. Oh, it's a nasty hill drop down there, that's why. Okay. Really? Oh, wow, yeah, I see. Okay. So how could we get around that? We could build... around there, maybe? No, it doesn't look like we can get around there. A bit nasty, but we could run some track along here like this. I'm trying to avoid the hill. I have to get between those. And then something like that maybe? Really weird, but will do. Okay, and then I'll build a maintenance, if I can fit one in, a service tower there. So I'll build a train, Ramsey, Hydro, Ramsey, whatever that place is called. There we go, plenty of passengers there. And again, Hydro is going to be a crossover place. So, hotel, restaurant, and tavern. Wow, the AI is just putting so much money into my pocket right now. When the almanac pops up at the end of the year, we'll have a check of the miscellaneous revenue. It's just running cargo for me. 2 for 1 again, lovely. So we need to look at the income statement. Miscellaneous revenue, 364. Thank you very much, AI. You beautiful human being. Not. Share price has dropped as well, that's quite interesting. Okay. So I'm going to change the dividend up here. I'm going to attempt to take him over, is why I'm using the dividend, because obviously we're looking at company cash here in terms of our goal, but I'd like to take him over. Yeah, see, that's going to be nasty coming out of there. It's actually not that bad. I was expecting that to be worse. We could very easily come up over this way. Could I build a station that covers all of this? I could. Which is what I want to do. Holy goodness. Didn't realise that was such a bad hill. Maybe I needed to move the station a bit further up, like up the hill somewhere. Right, I'm going to... that was a waste of money, but I'm going to bulldoze that. It's like somewhere at the top here. Like that, for instance. You actually shitting me? You're not allowing me to build... You want me to build a bridge? Well, that looks kind of sexy. Sure, okay. Let's do it. And I need a small station. And even a big one there. And then I'd like to come over this way. Towards Port Corner. Nah. Whoops. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We want to go down here. Pretty much like that. Ooh, there's a perfect spot right there. There we go. Right, so let's get a maintenance in there. A couple of service towers. And I'm going to run a train between all 4 of these stations. There we go, lots of passengers as well, which is great. And then probably from here, we'll move across to Doon and Laxey. First off, though, I would like to complete a lot of what we've got going over here. So let's go from Dowin to Bride. Assuming, of course, the hills will allow us to do that. Wow, that's rather interesting, but luckily I can build straightly through there. There we go. And then we'll go down to Cranstall. It's again a horrid drop. Do we need to go down to Cranstall? Maybe we could... drop it down a little bit friendlier than that. It's brutal though, it's horrible. Really, that doesn't allow you to... No, it's disgusting. No, sorry Cranstall, I think we're going to have to forget you. That's quite horrid. I'd like to run, because we've got hotels here in St. Jude's, I'm thinking about the idea of maybe running... there's maintenance here, that's the thing. Thinking about going up to Jerby East Andreas to Bride. So say, ooh, no, it's a bit of a nasty hill that though. So what we could do, no, see, I don't actually want to connect there because that will defeat the point of some of this traffic. So let's go up to Andreas. Like this, so we'd probably have some interconnecting traffic, and then we could go over to Smale over there and build an overpass. Probably get away with a medium there. Yeah, we can. And here as well. And I'll build a service tower on that side, and we could run trains between these 3. Like that, and obviously at St. Jude's, you can then catch a train to Solby, and so if you want to go from Smale to Dowin, you have to go all the way around. We could go from Smale. See, that's flat, so we could actually go over to Cranstall, over this way. Capture that dairy farm as well. Why don't we? And then we could do something like this, where we can make that a little bit of a shorter trip. So we can cut through the Len and go out this way, Oh no, there's the station, so... And then join those up. Not strictly necessary, but makes a world of difference if you can do that. So then we can go a couple of maintenance facilities like that, and then a couple of service towers between each. And we can run a train that goes from Cranstall to Smale, so you can connect there. I haven't put a station down in the Len, but maybe we could run a long train that does that. Oh, the Duke class is now available. Still going to go with the Sterling though, it's slightly better. So then Smale is going to become a hub, so we're going to want to build our hotel, restaurant and tavern here. Ooh, can I connect to those? Yes, I can, because I was hoping to maybe run something like this, where we can then go from the Len to Jerby East via Jerby West. So we can go the Len, Jerby West, Jerby East, and then cut back with all of those like that. So then there's different, so again, Jerby West obviously will become a hub station. So once again, hotel, restaurant, tavern is going to be really good there, just to make the extra money. And obviously, if we were looking at industries, that could be really important. But obviously, when you add them up like that, they really do add up to be quite significant, which is really, really good. So yeah, we'll do that. Lots of different connections. I think we're going to double up some track in certain areas. Probably in particular here at Smale Station as well. I think I'll double up this track and that track there. Again, the AI is running so many trains on our track here. Let's double up these bits. Actually, we could potentially just double up quite a lot of it here. Considering the AI is running masses of track here. Double up some of his track for him, just so that we can access the stations. Again, I'll double up this and go to there. And I don't think this bit needs to be doubled up, although Hydro Station might need to be. And probably Ramsey Station needs to be as well. There we go. Cool. So that's created a bunch of connections, and that's how we're going to use the hotels to good effect. So from Sandygate, we could then cut down to the Kronk and Balau. I don't even know how to say that. But we could cut down like here and make more use of the hotels and stuff over here. So we could cut across to the Kronk and then arch our way around over here to Balau and do something like that. Build a maintenance there to allow more trains to use it, and just do that, going backwards and forwards between those two. And obviously lots of passengers, which is good, because obviously that means that if we have lots of passengers, then they're going to be using the hotels. So obviously company cash is the important one. Let's have a look at the income statement again. Another 340 from the AI. In a certain way, taking them over might not be the best idea, because we kind of want to... kind of like that miscellaneous revenue, but I'm going to go ahead and increase the dividend here. Oh, that's a solid loan, but we don't need to take it. So, yeah, I'm going to funnel in some dividends here with the hope of taking over that company. Obviously, economic status booming is not actually the best thing for us here. There we go, the AI continuing to run trains on our train. In fact, let's help them. Provide them with a link road there. And let's even put a service tower on it. Let's help them run trains on our track. We've also trapped them in, so to speak, over here as well. They can't really do a lot more. over there. But I think what we could do is to invest our money. We could just run down this way on the sort of western side. So we could go from Kirkmichael to Sandygate on a relatively long piece of track. But it's flat around here, or flatter. So we could do that. Build a big station. Let's get a service tower halfway along. And then I'll just go Kirkmichael to Sandygate. Again, make use of those hotels. That's a bit more profitable as well. And then from here we can split the track up. Go to a couple of these places. Start buying up shares in your company. So there's 20,000 shares. We would need to own 10,000 of them to get majority sharehold. Okay, so we're Francis Hinks here. Get 10,000 shares and be able to buy them out. Buy a spot on margin there as well. So we'll keep doing that. This is a little bit hilly going up here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch getting up there. Let's go. Ooh. That's not too bad. That probably needs a bigger station. There we go. We can go over to Gob I Dagan. Oh my goodness. And hopefully. See, I'd like to come in this way to then be allowed to run the track out that way. Excellent. I'll get a maintenance here, a couple of service towers there, and I'll run a train between those three. There we go, nice. So again, Kirkmichael could be a changeover station, especially if I bring track in from here. Is that worth it? I don't know. There's enough houses here, I reckon, to justify that. Make it a small train, though. Actually serious here. Oh, come on. See, look. Come on. Go. Get. Oh my god. Thank you. Jesus. And I'll use that as a dupe class, actually, but I'll go with 3 cars. Just a little train running between those areas, and so that would justify hotel, tavern, and restaurant here in Kirkmichael, because obviously that's going to be a connection to Sandygate, which is going to be really, really good. So that makes a lot of sense. Dividend, yeah. Ooh, the share price has dropped a little bit. Might just sell a little bit there whilst we've got a high stock price. Sell a little bit there to then get into the positive, because that share price could fall. If that falls, then we could be in a bad spot. So, right, let's continue running down this way then. Bit of a hill here, mind you. Christ. So let's go to nasty hill either way. Unless we cut in like that. Still quite bad, but is that another? No, it's not another town down there, but Valig. And that's obviously disgustingly horrible. But then this isn't too bad because it's flat. So we can go into Peel. Actually, we have money. Let's go with stone bridges. Peel is huge. Jesus. Okay. So I'll go in there, and then from Peel I'll go to St. Germans and Knockshari. A bit frustrating. There we go. I'll get a maintenance and a service tower there. I'll get a service tower there. And probably a maintenance on the other side over there. Because I'm going to run in 2 trains here. Peel, Balig, Gobi, Dagan, and back. Like that. And then Nokshari, St. Germans, Peel. And back. Pretty much. And obviously Peel at that point becomes another hub. So once again we can build all of our cool little buildings over here and be happy. And I'm thinking of running a full-on express between Peel and Sandygate over here. Depends on the number of passengers kicking around. Yeah, none of them want to go to Sandygate. But there are people who want to go to Ramsey, St. Jude's, Hydro. So in actual fact, a full-on express going out that way will be a good idea. Because that will help them get there quicker. Put a dining car on the back as well. Yeah, excellent. Because obviously they want to go around to these places. So they'll go to Sandygate, they'll stop off in the hotels, and then they'll use the trains up here to get to where they need to go. Bingo! Right, just altering the camera a little bit there. There we go. So obviously that's going to be a high priority train. We do need to double this stuff up a little bit in some places. We should probably just double up most of our track here, to be quite honest, except for the little trains or little pieces of track running around. So a little side. Let's just double that. So these little side spurs we probably don't need to worry about. Then this sort of main line over here could be quite good. And I think I'm going to bulldoze that to build a double track stone bridge there, because the stone bridges are faster. And we should probably consider making this one as well into a... It only needs to be single track though. You're actually kidding me right now. Yeah, like that. But Stonebridge is faster and doesn't hold up any... yeah, people won't get held up. There's speed restrictions on the... Oh, I can't destroy that. Oh, because the track's next to the station. I can't wreck it. Oh, train 4 has crashed. Okay. The other thing that we need to do is grab our 2 trains, our initial trains here, and replace the Cramptons with the Stirlings. There we go. I don't think there's any more bridges as far as I can see. There's the overpass, but that doesn't count. No, no more bridges. Okay. And then we could get some trains going from Peel, maybe out to St. John's, Crosby that way, and then we could go out to Glenmay and Dolby, and then have a specific track that goes to Foxdale. So I think it's going to be quite beneficial. So from Balig, we could run... I'm going to run it double track. See, that's expensive, but my goodness, I think that's going to be worth it. I think that legit will be worth it. So run that through there to St. John's, which will need a big station. And then I could tunnel here. This doesn't need to be double track, but I could run that through to Foxdale. And that could run a little bit further south eventually, but yeah, let's build that as a tunnel. And again, there's service towers and stuff over there. So let's go Foxdale, Peel. There's going to be enough cargo between both of these places that we won't need to do much else. And then we'll go St. John's, Peel, because both these are big places. So there's going to be enough cargo running between those. You can get an extra service tower on both of those lines. And then from Peel, so we could get down here to Castletown. And again, I'd like to run a full-on express between Castletown and Peel, which could be quite good. So let's peel off some track. Ha ha ha. I might as well just go double track now, to be quite honest. Really? Okay, maybe we need to build this a bit differently. No, I can't get off over there. Okay. Because obviously this is quite hilly here. It's pretty nasty on any account. So much so that I cannot actually build a station there. Okay. What a waste of money that was. Hell. Might have to actually bring it out here. And then... Really? Might have to go this way, but then that's a horrible dip down there as well. Damn it! Not really any way around this, though, is there? This is just a nasty climb in general. So maybe we should just leave those places. I think we will do. I'm just going to leave those places, and I'm going to come out of Foxdale over here. And go around this way. Right, so obviously, the track from St John's, I think, will carry on to Crosby, down here to Douglas, eventually. And then this track here will go down this way to Ballamoda. And from here, we'll have it split off in many, many different directions. So Ballamoda might become a bit of a hub. Trying to look for the friendliest drop here. Not that there really is one, but... Right, there we go. So Ballamoda over here is going to become the hub. So I'll run a train between those two to start off with. There we go. Let's go ahead and... So we need 40,000 of these. I might just buy in bulk. So we need 40,000 to be able to buy him out. Share price has risen quite heavily, though. Let's make an offer, though. Oh man, that's brilliant. Okay, so I think we just inherited a bunch of trains. That's the thing. Still, the problem is I don't know which ones. To be fair, there's probably enough cargo kicking around that it's going to make sense to keep them. No, this one is one that I've inherited here. So this one we will get rid of. And the way we usually know is by the cargo setup. The AI sets up a little bit differently. So here we go. Here's one. Retire. So I'm looking at the way the cargo has been set up. I always put a caboose on the back, which isn't always necessary, but to be fair, actually a relatively profitable route. Where are you going? Darwin. Oh, because you're running passengers all the way around here. So no, actually I need to get rid of this one as well. because that's going to impact the hotels. I think that's all of them. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Right, but what we don't have is a train between Solby and St Jude's. So I think we'll get a small Duke class that runs between those two. That just hauls things between them two like that, basically. Cool, so we bought out the AI here. So there is another Douglas and Hilbury. Okay, so there's another AI over this way. Again, 20,000 shares. So if I go 8,000, then once again I could just take this over. Right, so we need, what was it? 10 million of company cash by 1910. Yeah, we're gonna smash this. So from Balamoda then, I think I'm going to go straight down to Castletown from here. I might just build the station here, to be quite honest, because there's a whole load of stuff that I could pick up. At the same time, though, no, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. I might just bulldoze that, to be honest. Speed record! Okay, nice. Train has crashed, okay. Just get rid of that track. There we go. Right, so I'll set up a train between Castletown and Balamoda. Also, some of them want to go to Regerby, Solby, and stuff like that. So again, I think I'll provide a straight-up express train up to Peel from Castletown. Although I've just stolen a part of the express here. So let's go Castletown to Peel. Any express, dining car, caboose. Fast train that goes up between those two. And again, I'll make you high priority. So that kind of defeats the point of Balamoda, but at that particular point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to then bring track away from this area. I'm going to bring them into Balamoda. So somewhere like this. So a track to Roneg. Let's see, I don't think we'll get that far down. We'll probably get to Port St Mary, and that's too high. So I'll then run a track from Port St Mary. Actually, wait. May do better running around the edge there. Connect that through Colby to Ballabeg, and then join in there. Right, build me a maintenance there. The service towers, and I guess we'll need a maintenance there as well. So I need to go from Ronegay. Actually, no, wait. We'll wait for that train, but I'll run a train that runs along there. Any cargo. So those passengers will then come in here and they'll change and go elsewhere. Port Erin's a bit mountainous to get to. We could go from Steinvuich. Oh my god. Oh dear, okay. Like that. And I'll get a train that runs between those as well. Like that, that brings people across to Balamoda. So that's going to be our hub station for there. And then we could also go Derby Haven, Ballasalla, Balamoda. But then I want to go Castletown across to Santon. I think I want to do that as a particular route. So Ballasalla South, there's Ballasalla North, which is one of the first places we connected to. Down here to Derby Haven, a big station in most of these. That one captures the brewery as well, so that'll be good. There we go, make real good use of those hotels. But then I want to build... Do I want double track or... Yeah, I think I do here, because I might want to run an express to Douglas. Let's cut across here like this. Wow, how about we do that instead then? And go through Santon, which is pretty damn big to be quite honest. Get maintenance on there to serve more than one lot. And then I'll run a train from Santon to Castletown. Might justify 5 cars there. A lot of cargo between big cities or big towns. And then from Santon, best way through here. Port Soderick or Balavere? We've screwed that up there. Better. Through Balavere and try and connect to Douglas if we can. Hard actually because the let's cut across here like that to Douglas. Have they built I was going to say I thought they built a medium station in Douglas, so I was literally like, what even? So we could do that, and then also from Douglas, not exactly the most delicious route on earth, but anything actually that's really brutal. Pretty much like that. So I'll get really. Right, let's go Balavere. Douglas already has a station. Right, let's get a medium in there then. So I'll go Douglas, Balavere, Santon, and back. And then I'll go Port Soderick, Douglas. Like that. Furniture factory near St. Germans, okay. And I'll go with hotel, restaurant, and tavern. I'll make money off of his traffic for the moment. Oh, the stock price has fallen here, but I now own the majority of the shares in that company, so I could offer anything, so the minimum, and they will take it because I own the majority of the shares. There we go. So I'll take that over. Thank you very much. That track is disgusting. That really is. So I'm going to retire that train. I'm going to retire that train as well. That's ridiculous. So Sir John Forrest started a new company, dairy processor in Ballasalla North. That's going to be really epic. Because I think there was a lot of milk over here. Yep. So I'm going to purchase that right away for cheap. Right, so I want to run an express train. Again, you want to go Solby, Jervey East, places like that. So again, I want an express train from Douglas to Castletown. Dining car. Excellent. The mail in there as well. And so Castletown, as a result, will also need hotel, restaurant, tavern. Why I didn't build that already, I don't know. But that will fly along through here. So from an express point of view, you can go from Douglas, Castletown, Peel, Sandygate, like direct. Should probably go to Ramsey, to be quite honest. No, I think I'll continue to use Sandygate as the hub. This track here is, honest to God, woeful. So much so, I'm just going to bin it. Awful track. Hell. Disgusting piece of rail. Right, new AI set up over here. Let's have a look. Right, don't own the majority, but still. Ah, wowzers. Okay, exactly even. It was literally just the finances, I think. Okay, so St. John's. Rather awkwardly, I'm going to have to probably build a bridge to get in here. Yeah. Crosby. You've connected to Stanton, really? Oh, really? You've just connected to my track. Okay. Then I'll go up to Baldwin. And from here down to Union Mills. There we go. Gonna maintenance. Couple of service towers. So I'll go St. John's, Crosby, Baldwin, Crosby. How disgusting is that going to be? We could tunnel straight through to Onchan here. Bit steep at the entrance there. Let's do it. Get a maintenance there at Union Mills as well. And then we can go Crosby, Union Mills, Onchan, and back. Like that. So this particular piece of track here needs to be doubled up. And the question is, will I be able to connect? That's already up the hill, that's the thing. I was thinking about maybe whether we could perhaps connect up via a tunnel. Can't quite get around there, can we? Awkward. See, I'd love to like maybe tunnel under here or something. I don't know. Not great. Anyway, from Onchan we can go over here to Port Grudel, and maybe up to Baldrine. Baldrine? I don't know. Along here. And then up to Ballacannel, maybe, why not? Track's still ludicrously horrid, but Baldrine is actually a little bit more stretched out than that. Couple of maintenance and service towers, and then we'll run a train between all of those places. Nope, Sterling, thank you very much. Yeah, no real way to connect over to Douglas direct, unless we come out this way. Kind of flat actually, so we could do that. And do that like that. Get a maintenance and a service tower there. You can get a train between Douglas and Union Mills to allow people to connect there. So passengers and all sorts. So again, we'll go, whoops, hotel, restaurant and tavern here because there's going to be quite a few connections with people going down this way. Okay, that seems fine. We could also connect up to Garth. Garth for a laugh. Just to annoy the AI. So we could do that. Wouldn't mind actually having a train from Douglas to Foxdale as well as an express. But again, that might defeat the point of this here, because then if you can, yeah, that would defeat the point of that. So yeah, we'll go from Garth to Foxdale as well. We'll get more people coming across over this way. Cool. So obviously I can't buy anything else in over here. But I can continue to just funnel money. Yeah, okay. Now we can just bomb it. Bomb it from here, really. We'll have a go at another murder attempt. See you later. Might just keep that track and keep those trains. So what I'm trying to look for the AI's trains here. Recession ahead. Okay. Oh, that was one I already had 5. So there's this one. I think there was Garth and Foxdale, yeah. Retire that train. Yeah, they only had 2 trains running there. So let's go split 2 for 1. Nice. Let's go Santon, Coil, Gar, and back. Seems fair enough. We could save a bit on track maintenance here. We can join that in a little bit earlier. And get rid of that. Save a little bit on track maintenance there, but that's fine. Cool. Okay, so shares. So Sir John Forrest has decided to. There we go. Let's just continue to massively buy shares here. Pretty much own the entire company at one point. So yeah, so the AI has decided, nope, not going to set up any longer. Oh, we have a loan that one of the AI companies took on. So yeah, no, that's this is a cool map. I like this. Pretty good. Not a lot of places that we've not connected to. Oh, we should connect to Laxey. I think that's going to be. Doesn't matter about the gradient. I don't care. We need to connect to Laxey. The Laxey wheel is a nice place. So let's go Laxey Onchan. Something like that, which would justify doubling up all this. So much company cash. There we go. And anywhere else that we could potentially. No, these are spur lines, so we don't need to double those. I'll double that up anyway. I don't think we're going to need double track there, but that's fine. Just looking at busy pieces of track. I think we'll go ahead and double that up. Don't think it needs to be doubled, but it doesn't matter. Makes it a bit faster to work with. Double that up as well, sure. That'll be fine. That one's pretty okay. See, we could try and connect along there. And actually have a full-scale loop going on here. So we could then also do a train from Laxey to, say, Ramsey. No, just any cargo. So we could create a loop there, where we also do a fast train from Douglas to Ramsey. So Douglas, Ramsey, any express with a dining car. There we go, and make that a top priority train. And obviously you can use the local trains around here to get to where you want to go. We've got pretty much expresses running around all the way around the island now. So we've got Peel, Castletown, Castletown, Douglas, Douglas, Ramsey, and then Peel, Sandygate. So probably we could do with maybe an express from Sandygate to Ramsey. It beats the point of some of the hotels that we have. But still, I think there's going to be enough passengers kicking around that we could do that. So we've got expresses running all the way around the island now. So this obviously will all need to be doubled up. There we go. That only needs to be single track, I think. Oh, and obviously Douglas to is a bit awkward. Let's do that. That's terrible. Well, we have money, so who cares? So again, double that up. We have money, so it doesn't matter. I'll make that a unique route in that we can also build a service tower on there. There's a maintenance just there, so that's going to be okay. Right, so we're literally just waiting for the game to end now, pretty much. Should we make it a mission to connect to every single place on the map? Let's do it. It doesn't matter about the hills. Obviously, this is just more traffic into Peel as well, which is quite nice. Let's make that a mission. Obviously, that's going to be a difficult one. Really? It still doesn't work out. Oh my god. Oh well. Let's go between those ones. There we go, more passengers as well. And let's try... Oh my god, look at the hill there. How do you suppose I do that? Do we have suspension bridges at all? No, we don't. I was going to say, we could connect out that way for a laugh. But if you go to Port Erin... See, we could tunnel, but then where would the station go? Unless we could somehow build it on there. No, you get a small one in, but that doesn't make... In fact, this is almost impossible to connect to. Oh, hello, there was a... I can't even get out of here. Hello, what was that? I think there was a way out there. Get out of the way. This is legit. This is a legitimate strategy here. Wow. Actually get across there. Then how do we get out? There you go. Haha. There's always a way. Obviously that overpass looks pretty dumb now, but are you actually serious? There we go. Anyway, I can like let's do it. Gonna need a lot of service towers on here. Did I just build that one into the middle of nowhere? The economy is back on track. Nice. Okay. So looking at, just continue to buy these up. So let's go. I can't see. Might actually use the fairly, purely because it's actually better on hills. Do it. And then we have Spanish Head down here. Why did I do that? There we go. Now a train from Spanish Head to Port Erin. There we go. Right, that's just Calf of Man. Is there any place that we've not yet connected to? Oh, there's obviously there's a Hillberry here. Let's get a station here. Where are we going to run this? Down to Union Mills, I think. Or do we go this way? That's a bit friendlier. Go along there. Crashed, replace. See, these missions in a certain way are not so fun, because obviously you have to just wait for cash. Which is, in a certain way, not great. But also you're just waiting, like you're sat here, unable to do anything until the end of the game, basically. So 20 years to sit through here. But yeah, overall pretty cool. Yeah, I think we've connected to absolutely everywhere on the map. Oh no! We need to connect to you. Obviously that means that this piece of track needs to be doubled up. Because we're going to be running more trains along here. So let's go Laxey, Dune, Coronet, Dune. Trying to make sure we haven't missed anywhere. We've got one big station for both of those, so that's fine. Nope, don't think we missed anywhere. Right, so let's have a look at some industries then. So there's a whole pile of dairy processors kicking in now. So obviously cheese, clothing is being produced pretty heavily. There's a fair bit of furniture around. Sure. Oh crap, I don't even know what train that was. 510. Let's purchase up some industries. Brewery, not exactly doing all that well, but still. Paper mill. Really? In terms of head? Oh, there's a lot of paper mills around here. So rather than doing that, then we could just buy up the actual supply industries, because these are making money because they get their stuff everywhere no matter what. Yeah, so we already own all these because we took those over as part of the takeover deals. Upgraded paper mill's making money out here though, so might as well pick these up. So much money, so it doesn't matter. How these hotels doing? Oh my goodness! Wow. Yeah, making a pretty good amount of money there. Just going to pick all of these up. There's really no need. That one's literally just been built, so we'll buy that up. Just breweries everywhere. Crazy. Split 2 for 1. Just waiting for the time to fly past now, quite literally. What else we got around here? Fruit orchards, yep. So much steel mill, but obviously there's no actual steel on this map because there's no coal. These things are worth a lot of money. It's made double its purchasing price in its lifetime. That's how crazy that really is. Obviously all of these steel mills are just losing money. And the iron just sits there because it has nowhere to go. Electric plant. Toy factory. Uses lumber. What's an electric plant want? Maybe I'll just build one for the sake of building one, so that I can see. Literally doesn't want anything. How weird. We can build electric plants, but there are no goods currently to supply them. So toys obviously require lumber. There's a lot of it kicking around over there, but they're also mostly being made into furniture. But there's lumber over here that's not being used. So I'm thinking maybe a toy factory in Castletown is the way to go here. Yeah, so I've just created a massive demand over here for... and then toys are just in general just demanded across the board. New train available, okay. So I've now created a massive sink for lumber, so that lumber's just going to make its way down here to Castletown. And we'll make some toys. And in general over here is this furniture factory, which needs an upgrade. Because there's a lot of stuff kicking around over here. This needs to be upgraded to a large, but there really isn't enough room. My god. What else? Livestock, yeah, there's plenty of that there. Too many meat packing plants, if anything. Logs, yeah. So a lumber mill in Kirk Michael. Not the worst idea in the world. Use the logs that are piled up here, but also the logs over here that are up in this hill. We'll start moving down that way. Economy slowing. Pulpwood. There's plenty of paper mills around. Produce. Loads of distilleries. So, wool. Again, loads of textile mills everywhere. We'll replace it with... Yeah, see, the S3 is better on gradients, so in actual fact, we're probably going to want to replace all of our, so all locomotives with the S3 latest train. Cool. So yeah, we're just sat here, we're just waiting now for the end of the game. But what a cool map! Nice, I like it. Shout out to the guy who made it. I can't remember how to pronounce it now, but yeah, really good map. This. Just need to wait to the end of the game. I wish it would just like finish the game as soon as you got to the goal. Not enough there. Not enough room there either. These places are growing, and they're growing quick. So our income statement here. Yeah, most of our money is off passengers. I figured that it would be, but industry profits pretty good. So yeah, let's buy up some shares. There's over there's 2 million shares in our firm now. So we could just pile up dividends here, make ourselves rich. There you go, 11 million in dividends per year. Let the money roll in. Ah, Jesus, just need to wait to win. Oh, I'm very fast. So John Forrest has bought shares in our company. Well, compared to the amount that we own, honest to God, that's rather insignificant. We're just going to drive the share price through the roof. Even though it's a recession, we're just going to absolutely drive it through the roof here. And I think we've bought... Yeah, we've built on every single place here. I would really love... I hope suspension bridges become a thing, because I would love to cross here and just build a track to the Calf of Man. Literally for the sake of doing it. John Forrest has bought 1,000 shares. Well, I'm going to buy... See, control... If there's enough shares available, if you have enough money, you can hit control buy, and that buys you 25,000 shares at any given time. Hitting shift gives you 5,000. The economy is back on track. Just buying in massive lots. Suspension railway bridges, there we go. So here we go then. Just for the sake of doing this. Woohoo! It's a ludicrously awful piece of track. But for the sake of doing it, I'm going to put a small little station over there. Just for a laugh. You know what else we could do for a laugh? We could build a massive tunnel through Snaefell. Let's go Aldrine. Build a big ass sea. Let's put common. There you go, massive tunnel underneath there. Go to there. And then tunnel our way out of there and do that. So there's a couple little gaps here. Can we fit any maintenance facilities on any of this? Doesn't look like it. So we could run a train from Aldrine to Showleher y Quiggin. Not a clue. Not a clue. Let's do it. Growing prosperity. So control 25,000 shares. And obviously that sends the stock price absolutely flying. So No, but this is definitely a really nice map. A little bit of a challenge to start off with, but I think we did start in the right place in the end. But I think also we got quite lucky that the AI started in exactly the same place that we did. Which allowed us basically to shroud them out really early on. And so we basically just encircled them and stopped them from doing anything significant. So at that point, we got lucky there, I think. If they would have started down here in sort of this area, we would have probably forgotten about them for a while. They would have grown to be quite significant. Let's pay ourselves... Okay, sure. I'm going to keep investing in the company. Just sending the stock price through the roof and just making ourselves so rich. Trains all good, mostly passengers now, as you can see. The odd bit of freight here and there, but overall, look at this train. This is the express from Peel to Sandygate. You see how ridiculous money there. One from Foxdale to Laxey. Get any express, 5 cars, dining car, caboose. Do it. That top priority there as well. Obviously, that basically gives me an excuse to double track this. Yeah, that was already doubled. Cool. I'll just double that up, to be quite honest. Which therefore means we should probably double up the tunnel as well. Because there's going to be more than one, because you're going to go down this way, cut around here. Ooh, yes. Need to connect that up. Is that actually connected? In such a weird way, but it is. Literally the weirdest way possible, but yeah. Okay, well, not the weirdest way possible, but you get what I mean. So can we... Board of Directors is still dubious. Get our stock to split 2 for 1 once again, and yeah, just keep on investing in more and more. Eventually, there might even be about 4 million shares available. Boom times ahead as well. Might want to make a bulk investment into. Right, nothing's over 10 years old here, so that's fine. I was going to say maybe we should make a bulk investment into that, but no, they're all brand new. There's wicked though, excellent. 90 million. We needed 10 million. Should just end the scenario. This should just end right now. There should be a button. What I would like is a button to retire. They have it in Sid Meier's Railroads. It's literally just a button. You can just call it there. Once you've met the goals, you can just retire. And that's a really, really good feature. They should have had that in Railroad Tycoon. So how many shares are there in the company now? Yeah, there's 4 million shares. So we own 1 million of them. So we own a quarter of the company now. Quarter of the company is actually ours. Lovely. No, yeah, really good. Also like the idea of the time moving around as well. Let's have a look at some views. That's what we need to do. Let's go to the top of Snaefell. Here. Whoa. Lovely. This is the other reason I like this game. Oh, let's watch the sunrise. Bring your girlfriend. Yeah, let's watch the sunrise. Lovely. That is gorgeous. Wow, this is amazing. This is, I mean, I did go up to one of the heights. It was one of the mountains up here once. I was quite young when I went. But, no, it was 2009. Yeah, so I would have been... God, Jesus, I would have been 13, so I would have been a teenager. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I went up to one of these mountains and we did the, we drove the route of the, TT. Oh, more powerful cars, yeah. So we drove the route of the TT, and we climbed up to one of these mountains. I can't remember which one it was. And we stopped and we had a look down, and you could see all the way down over here to Ramsey and all of that. You could see all the way out that way. Amazing views. And so you've got Laxey down there. The Laxey Wheel is well worth visiting. You have to do that if you ever go to the Isle of Man. Go to the Laxey Wheel. It's pretty cool. You can go up it, and it's like a like the London Eye very much, but it's a traditional water wheel sort of thing. It's really interesting, and you can go up to the top of it, and you can go and stand over the top. You don't actually ride on it, but there's like a platform that stands over the top of where it goes, and it's really good. Yeah, it's really cool. And then obviously Douglas is an amazing place. Like there's the esplanade that stretches round. With all the fairy lights that stretches all the way around. It goes for absolutely ages. And you can get a tram thing that's pulled by a horse. That, well, it used to be, but it's not anymore, I don't think. But there's a little tram thing that takes you up into the mountains from Douglas on a track. And it takes you up the hill. And it brings you up to the top of one of these mountains. Amazing place. It honestly is. Let's watch the sunset now. Bye, son. Amazing. Right, let's invest. Literally, just ridiculous. It's amazing. And then nightfall comes around, we can see the stars. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's have another look at another zone here. We've got another 9 years here. Let's have a look at the view back from the Carp of Man. From this little station here. No, look at this. Isn't that cute? The view back over the Isle of Man. What else? What else can we look at? Let's go to Douglas. So basically in Douglas, right? Still no goods there or anything. But in Douglas, so what you do is you sit more or less on the end here. And the esplanade goes all the way around this area. Oh dear, train crash. Goes all the way around here. This port is actually in the wrong place, technically. The port is actually over here on this edge. And it just arcs its way around, all the way around here. And it just keeps going. Like, you can go all the way around here, and you can see it. And it goes all the way around here, and it's all esplanade. It's really cool. And I think the tram brings you up out here, and takes you up sort of, not quite up Snaefell, but it takes you up to one of the... I think it might be the top of the hill here. I can't remember where it takes you, but it takes you up here. It's amazing. Absolutely brilliant. And Castletown's really interesting as well. In particular, there's the airport is actually not too far from here, but Castletown's really interesting. There's like an old mural. There's all as it's called. It's Castletown, and it's pretty interesting as well. Buy up those industries. Not that anyone really cares. Let's drive the stock price through the roof again. Because it was dropping a little bit there, but we're going to raise it again. Economic boom fading. Well, that's okay, because I just keep pumping money into the stock market. Castletown is basically a 5-star place now. Which is cool. I like how all these steel mills keep popping up, and yet there's absolutely no steel on the map at all. And there's absolutely none of it anywhere because there's no coal. So there's loads of iron kicking around, but it just doesn't go anywhere. And there's no ability to build tool and dies either. Ooh, actually, let's check out the toy factory, Castle Town. How is that actually doing? Oh, pretty good. It's actually made quite a bit of money. Fair dues. The ground is not flat enough. I was curious there. Literally, I'm going to run a train. For giggles. It's not even that one, it's the next one. Wow, I actually have to like... There we go. All the way to the other side of the island. Let's put a caboose on the back. And I want to follow it. I want to ride this train. There we go. Let's ride this train. Woohoo! Oh my god. I wish it would turn with the track. Right. So where are we headed? Okay. Ooh, bloody hell. Struggled there. Let's give you high priority because you're going to be a fast train. Oh, that steep hill. That's brutal. And then we go all the way down here. Whee! Down through here. We stop for a little bit of a service. Okay. And obviously we have priority here, so we're going to run through this way. This is, I can't remember what that place is. Can't even see the names of the places, but it's okay. We then join in with the double track over this way. Can't see anything there. Wicked. And we run, so we're going to run up the west coast. That's what we're going to run up. We stopped at the maintenance facility. Let's keep going. Those proper trains that's moving around. Bit of water, bit of sand. Off we go. We're going to go through the tunnel. We are. Bunk. There we go. We're back through. Oh wow, it did the awkward turn. Oh, electric trains are available. Okay. Oh no! No! Pause. I lost it. There we go. I pressed the wrong button. Keep going. Straight through there. Bit of service again. Over to Gobby Dagan. The Peel Cannonball has crashed. Oh dear. Okay, and we're off down this way. Economy slowing. Piling all the way along here. Cool. More maintenance and service. Whee! And then we're onto the flat area of the north of the island. This is literally so flat. Look at all the buildings that are propped up here now. So here's Sandy Gate. And we make our way through here, bit of more service. Cool, and we're off again. We're going out this way. And we're going to make it. Fertilizer factory. Not you need chemicals. Over the overpass, cool. And out to Cranstall. There we go, we made it. I'll make sure we get there. There we go. Ta-da! Success. Right. So how much would it be to electrify all of our track? There we go. Might as well do that. Right, we have so much money. Player 1 has bought 400,000 shares off of... Cool. Random ass train. I don't even know. There we go. Get an electric train so that we can say we actually have one. Wicked! Okay, but this has been great. So obviously we have fertilizer, which is demanded just about everywhere in sort of farms and stuff like that. But the issue being, where was the fertilizer factory? So the price goes up there. I can't remember where it actually built itself. But for fertilizer you need chemicals, and we do not have chemicals, so I think that disappeared like real quick. It must have done. We'll come and check back on that. Any other interesting goods that have appeared? No, not really. Unless I missed where it actually spawned. Probably did. I thought it was Regaby was where it actually spawned, but maybe it didn't. I must be missing it somewhere here. Yeah, I think I am somewhere along the line, but doesn't matter. We own $75,000 worth of stock. That's how much it's worth. Train 19 has crashed. Okay. You know, let's go for the electric trains. I guess we might as well. Everything's upgraded, so might as well just electrify everything. Most of these little towns have grown into massive places and have literally just amalgamated within others. Not enough room for that either. Nope. Oh well. No, good scenario though. I like it. It's it's the victory condition is a bit annoying. I think it should shorten the time. Maybe to 1900 or something like that, but it's a nice map and it's well designed. I like it. It looks really good as well. It's yeah, there's a couple of challenges with some of the hills, but then once I think getting this, we got the start right, and as I said, we got pretty lucky with where the AI decided to start up in our area. So that was quite important, I think. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and replace all of the steam with electrics. So much so that we do not have any steam anymore. So we've gone and fully modernized. I was hoping we'd be able to hear the sound effect of the electric trains, but for some reason we can't. Maybe they're that quiet. You know, even electric trains are not that quiet. You know, Jesus. Still got a medium station here as well. That's quite funny. That's made nearly $2 million. That hotel. Jesus. Made 24 times its put down price. Right. We own nearly more than half of the company now. Drives the stock price up as well. It's great. So we probably own very close to a controlling stake. Yeah, we're very close to a controlling stake here. Yeah. Oh, plus the 75,000 though, so not quite, but close. Certainly the majority shareholder, I think. Like, we'll own more shares than anybody else. Okay, a couple more years to go. There we go, we officially own more shares than anyone else now. So we own more shares than the other investors. But then maybe, I think if we get to 2 million, then we do own the 50% that we would need to fully control the company. Which I would like to get to be honest. Can we increase the dividend? Oh. I want more money! So my personal net wealth here is $100 million. I think I could retire on that. Jesus Christ. We are worth $100 million. So in pounds, in the modern exchange, about £150 million. That's how much we're worth. We could probably... We could buy Felipe Coutinho. There we go. I was thinking about Neymar, but then I thought, well, he was 200 million, so... But we could buy Felipe Coutinho if we wanted to. Not that I would want to, but... Right, last year of operations here. Fantastic. Really, really good. Yeah, where did that... I think that fertilizer factory just came and went. Quite literally. I'd like to get to own... There we go, we own 2 million shares now. Stop this emphasis oil and coal, you know. Ship these to an electric plant or oil refinery. Well, there wasn't any coal or oil on this map anyway. But yes, we own 50%, so we own more than 50% in our company. So we are the majority shareholder, so technically we are now the owner. We are in the private ownership now, so... Those outside investors still have good amount of shares, but we have so many here. And yeah, I'm doing this for fun. Okay. But yeah, cool. Yeah, so I think the only snag with this is it is a little bit too long. The time is a little bit too long. 40 years is a bit too long. I think maybe 30 might be okay, but 40 years is a bit too long for... really. There's actually no iron left on the map. Quite literally, there's no iron anymore. Oh no, there is. Yeah. Oh hello, there's a sink for iron. Toy factory near Sannygate. You just demand iron in general. Okay, so this port has decided to supply wool. And, wait, what? We're in year 41 of 40, and it's not ended. What? Where's the end date? Lads, what's going on? Maybe there's a flaw. Maybe it's broken. Oh no! We're stuck on the Isle of Man forever! No offense to any Manx, by the way. Jesus. Not Manx as in Mancunians, but Manx as in Isle of Man. What? Maybe the end of 1911? I don't know. Please tell me there is actually an end date, because this is going to be terrible otherwise. Maybe I've bought so many shares that it's broken the game. Oh my god. Hooray! Right, okay, so we won gold. There we go. Brilliant. So... There was actually an end date. I was a little bit concerned there that there was no end date, but there we go. So, Manx, what a great map that is, though. Absolutely brilliant. So there we go, then. That's it now. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Matt Tomato. Be sure to subscribe, to follow Railroad Tycoon 3, and any fan maps that you would recommend, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Cheers for watching, guys. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far because of the series, and join me next time for another fan-made map in Railroad Tycoon 3. See you later, guys.